The moment my wife said the words open marriage, I knew something inside our relationship had already closed. She tried to say it calmly, like it was no big deal, like she was suggesting a new restaurant or a weekend trip. But for me, it felt like the ground shifted under my feet, and I was suddenly standing alone. My name is Daniel. I'm 36, and I live in Michigan. I'm a simple guy. I believe in commitment, loyalty, and growing old with one person. My wife, Melissa, and I had been married for 8 years. No huge fights, no cheating scandals. At least none that I knew of. Just routine. Quiet dinners. Netflix nights. Comfort. I thought comfort was love. She thought comfort was a cage. One evening after dinner, she sat across from me, twisting her ring nervously. She said she felt stuck, that she still loved me, but didn't feel excited anymore. Then she dropped it. I think we should open our marriage. I laughed at first. I honestly thought she was joking. When I realized she wasn't, my chest tightened. I asked her why. She said she wanted freedom, experiences to feel alive again. She promised it wouldn't change what we had. She said it was just physical. No emotions, just honesty. I told her I wasn't comfortable with it. She nodded, but I could tell she had already made up her mind. Over the next few weeks, she kept bringing it up, slowly wearing me down. She said if I loved her, I would let her explore, that I was being controlling by saying no. Eventually, I agreed, not because I wanted to, but because I didn't want to lose her. At first, nothing happened, or at least, nothing she admitted to. But then she started staying out late, dressing nicer, smiling at her phone. I didn't ask questions. I told myself this was what I signed up for. But every night, lying next to her while she texted someone else, I felt smaller. Then one afternoon, scrolling through social media, I saw a familiar face. Her name was Emily, my childhood crush. We grew up on the same street, rode bikes together, shared secrets. I liked her for years, but I was shy. Life pulled us in different directions. I hadn't seen her in over 20 years. Out of curiosity, I sent her a message, just a simple, hey, long time. She replied within minutes. We started talking, catching up, laughing about old memories. It felt easy, natural, comfortable in a way I hadn't felt in a long time. I didn't plan anything, but when she suggested coffee, I said yes. I told Melissa I was meeting a friend. She didn't care. She was too busy with her own plans. Emily and I met at a small cafe. Seeing her smile in person again felt surreal. We talked for hours. No flirting, no pressure, just connection, real connection. We met again, then again, and slowly. Feelings I thought were long buried came back to life. One night, Emily looked at me and said, "You don't seem happy." I didn't deny it. I told her everything, about the open marriage, about how lost I felt. She listened without judging. Eventually, we crossed a line. Not suddenly, not recklessly, but honestly. I didn't feel guilty. I felt awake. Meanwhile, Melissa became distant in a different way, less interested in me, less patient. She stopped asking how my day was. She was living her freedom, and I was living my clarity. Then one night, everything flipped. Melissa came home angry, accusing, hurt. She demanded to know if I was seeing someone seriously. I told her the truth. Her face changed instantly. "That's not what I meant by open marriage," she said. "I didn't think you'd actually fall for someone." That was the moment I understood everything. She wanted freedom for herself, not equality. She wanted excitement, but expected me to stay exactly where I was, waiting, available, safe. I told her about Emily, about how she made me feel seen again, about how I felt more like myself around her than I had in years. Melissa cried. She said I betrayed her, that I ruined everything. I looked at her and said, "You opened this door. I just walked through it." A week later, we separated. It wasn't dramatic, just quiet, painful, honest. Emily didn't rush me. She gave me space. She didn't promise forever. She didn't demand anything. She just stayed. And that meant more than all the freedom in the world. Today, my life is simpler, calmer, real. I don't know what the future holds. But I know this. Love shouldn't make you feel small. It shouldn't require you to erase yourself to keep someone else happy. My wife wanted an open marriage. What I found instead was myself.